This podcast.
Pro wrestling superstar Rhino and his co-host Gary come to you live each week with guests from the worlds of pro wrestling, comics, movies, sports, and more. So if your standards aren't too high, Terry and Gary's Low Expectations podcast is for you.
And even today, when I'm in there wrestling, I feel energized. I feel good. I feel like I've got a lot left in the tank.
Good things that go, man.
Oh, man, they don't lie.
You have to grow a mohawk so that you can go by the name Kleba Lang.
The ratings are through the roof right now.
Right.
Catch Terry and Gary every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern live on Podcast Detroit. Download Terry and Gary or stream on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, or the Terry and Gary TV YouTube channel. You know what to do next. Leave your expectations at the door and enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show, she says. All right, we're back. Terry and Gary's Low Expectations podcast, episode 50-something. How's it going, fellas?
It's great. Sam, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, he does. Look at that hair, the curls.
Well,
Hey,
I'm sure do some.
The girls are
Today's
for
guest-
girls, baby. The curls are for the girls.
Today's guest is none other than Sam Beale with the curls for the girls, the Perminator.
Yes, sir.
Now, has your hair always been that curly? Did it come out? Did you come out of the womb and it was just boom? Just like that?
I wish I was that lucky. No, I actually have very naturally straight hair. It's super straight. My mom perms my hair every so often, so
Nice.
we're rocking and rolling with it.
You're bringing it back. I remember back in the day, Gary used to have a perm.
I can see it.
Like I said, used to.
All three hairs.
Used to.
Hey, you remember, did you ever rock a perm, Gary?
No. I might have had a wavy perm back in like the late 80s. I don't know. I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. I had a mullet.
Man.
You have a mullet?
Yeah, I had a mullet. It was cool too. I actually cut it for wrestling. So,
Mullets are the way, man.
yeah.
Bringing them back, baby. They're all party.
They're all about partying. Hey, where are you actually located at? Where do you live?
I'm in Rossford, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, my hometown. I'm born and raised here, 1998.
Jeez.
You just made us feel real old.
I think,
So you were born in 1998. When's your birthday?
yeah, it's actually next Tuesday, May 11th.
Nice.
Happy birthday early.
Thank you.
Happy early birthday. Don't expect a gift from Gary and I. We're broke after putting that commercial together. It took all of our funds.
Well,
Actually, we're in the hole. So.
Right.
Say, I want to tell you, somebody said, hey guys, Heather Lynn Stowe. Hey,
what's popping?
Patrick Mendez said I had a perm from the beauty college when I was in grade school. So that, if your mom doesn't have a chance to do it one day, you can always come down to the Monroe County Community Beauty School or whatever there and
Yeah.
get your hair fixed up. And we got a special treat for Rhino.
Love you too. Now, when did you get into wrestling? And just so you know, my wrestling career is older than you. Gary's been working at Ford's longer than you've been alive. So,
I actually got into the business back in 2016. I believe I started training with CK, and there was a couple years in between there that I was very not very productive. So I don't really take that into account when I say how long I've been wrestling. But I say 3 years to everybody. I think June would be, I guess, year 4. So
I got a few unproductive years too. So
you got a what?
I got a few unproductive years too. So we'll just say I'm 40 instead of 50.
Yeah.
that's smart, actually. You know.
Yeah. I actually can. I'm in the same boat too. So I drank 3 years. I drank for 3 years pretty hard, and I don't really remember any of those 3 years. So I'm actually 42 right now.
It makes sense.
Right. Hey, I'm a mathematician. You know.
You don't look a day over 40.
Right. So, Gary, are you sharing all this stuff?
Yes, we go live on all 3 channels right now. We go live on the Pop Fest page. We go live on our YouTube channel, Terry and Gary TV, and we go live on our Terry and Gary's Low Expectations podcast page. Man, I don't mess around. I get this working.
He's got it down pat.
Right. How many episodes is this?
That I don't remember. 53.
Okay, 53. And
I
it
have
was
all
our
these
number
notes.
50.
And that's not see on my notes.
Right. Now, Sam, you've actually been making quite an impact. No pun intended. With Impact Wrestling, and as far as that, how did that come about? And what are your goals in wrestling, and what would you like to accomplish? And are you starting to do more independent shows as the independents shows start reopening?
Well, for your last question, for the independent shows, yes, I actually am taking a decent amount of bookings throughout. I think I've got some up through August right now. So I've got a couple in August, a couple in July, handful in June, but May I'm pretty booked throughout the entire rest of the rest of the month. So that's pretty cool to have. So for the Impact, that kind of came about actually, like I was lifting one day and I got a text message from one of my trainers, and he was just like, "Hey, be expecting a call or an email here soon. I think you might be making your debut for Impact." And I was like, "Oh wow!" Like it kind of like caught me off guard because I was just lifting, getting ready to go to my shoot job work, and he told me that, and I was like, "Oh!" I was swept off my feet.
Right.
But yeah, it was pretty awesome experience to go down there to Nashville and like just be in the environment that it was to be on TV. Like we all worked so real hard to be on TV, and to finally get that, or to actually get that, is pretty awesome.
Right. You say it's an overwhelming, when you get that call, and especially this early in your career.
Yeah.
And you're very well deserving of it. I remember when I seen you down there, I'm like, yeah, Sam's a good addition to the team, and I know I would see you all over the place, and especially with Insane Wrestling Revolution, we always enjoy having you here. And actually, Gary, weren't you the one that brought up Sam, or after you watched his match, you're like, yeah, we've got to have him a permanent fixture here?
Well, I don't want to brag, but yeah, that was me.
Hey, he's a smart man. He's a smart man.
I saw early on the star potential.
Just so you know, he's head of talent relations for IWR, so go to him with all your problems and grief.
Yeah. I'll send you right to my secretary.
Right.
Wow.
Let me guess, I'm your secretary, right?
Yes, you are.
I figured as much.
Then I'll send you to the head of HR, and he's the head of HR. So.
Man, we're going to be going back and forth all day.
Ping pong. Yeah. So now on May 20th, Gary, would you like to tell him who his opponent is?
I think Sam should tell us who his opponent is.
You know who your opponent is.
Yeah, I just found out, like, what was it, 5-10 minutes ago?
Right.
None other than Crash Jackson himself.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Crash is, for those that don't know out there, Crash is very talented. He's just a bigger dude, and he can move like he's a cruiserweight. Like, the speed is just insane. Yeah. So
yeah, he's pretty awesome, but there's one thing that I think that he lacks.
What's that?
Awesome hair. I mean, it's just going to distract him. It's going to distract him, and that's going to be an easy dub for me.
I'm distracted right now. Gary, you?
I've been distracted for quite a while.
Right.
He hasn't been talking that much, so it makes sense he is distracted.
Right.
The real deal, Sammy Beale.
Right. Now, when you worked the last show at the marina, now were you thinking about throwing your opponent in the water, or?
Yeah, no, I was just trying to, get myself moving. It was so cold out there.
Hopefully, it'll be a little warmer this time.
What's that?
Hopefully, it'll be a little bit warmer this time.
Oh yeah. The end of May, we're looking better than middle of October.
Yeah.
So, October you really roll the dice, but in Michigan you roll the dice, and it doesn't matter what month it is.
Last week it was just snowing up here. We got 4 or 5 inches of snow.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It was 82 the week after Easter.
2 weeks.
One day.
Right. So Yeah, a few boats are in the marine. They're in the marina, and they put their boats in early, covered in snow, and I was one of them. I'm over there on my boat, plugging in a heater, going, man, hopefully the motors don't freeze, but it didn't stay that cold for that long. But, yeah,
My dad actually boats up by you too, I think. Lost Peninsula is where he docks his boat at.
Who's that?
My dad.
Oh, okay, yeah, Lost Peninsula. Actually, you have to go through Ohio to get to Lost Peninsula. It's in Michigan though, but it's kind of like that one part of Minnesota. You have to go through Canada to get to.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, look on the map. It's pretty crazy. So.
Always with the geography lessons, Terry.
Right. I know.
If your dad's ever looking for another dock, we got a guy.
Oh,
Big Daddy's Boatyard right here in Monroe, Michigan.
Right. We only have like 4 docks left for the season, 4 or 5. Yeah. We're almost sold out. So fingers crossed.
Heather Lynn Stoll wants to say she is a Sam Beale fan, but Rhino is her favorite. Sam is in top 5 though. I mean, top 5. You're like better than 6.
I'll accept it. Yeah, I'm better than 6. At least I'm not, top 10. I'm top 5.
Right.
Brings down the barriers a little bit.
We got a few more comments we want to get through here. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's week is amazing and the upcoming weekend is joyous. From Patty Gibson. We got some hello from Germany.
Hamburger.
Guten Tag.
Hamburgers.
Is that how you say it, Terry? Guten Tag?
Yeah, Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Actually, over there, it's 10 o'clock at night. Guten Abend.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, we got Sammy Beale's #1 fan, Jimmy Rothman. I think you guys had a little discussion about the hair on Facebook here not too long ago. The not so perfect mullet, Sam Beale. Thanks for smack talking the other day. It made his day.
Haters hate, and that guy sounds like a hater.
Right.
Got a little haterade.
Yeah, haterade.
Well, hey, Sam, I mean, 2 of the things that are very important while Gary's going through some more of the comments, I always tell wrestlers, one, you gotta stand out somehow, and with your look, you stand out, but it's not something that they have to change. It's not a drastic standout. Like every time I see you, I know Sam Beale, right? Yeah. And then you have a name which it's easy to remember, and sometimes people will, you'll look at the name and it's like, how the hell do I pronounce that?
Yeah.
And then it's like, so now it's hard. And that was the one thing with the name Rhino was so good because it's easy to remember, and like your hair and your outfit, with the what is it, like a plaid, right?
Yeah, I use plaid on my side of my legs. The reason I decided to do that was like, it's kind of a little bit of a tribute to like something I really like. I like country music. So like what's more country than plaid, so.
Right. Well, no, it's cool because you can still change the colors and you can still have plaid, which is cool. And then you have the biker short, the cut in your trunks, which is cool too. So it's one of those things where it's like you're very rememberable, and sometimes, and I get that from wrestling fans or wrestlers, they'll want to go this cool name and this kind of elaborate look and style. And it's like, it's hard to, you got to see it so many times, and sometimes you don't have that luxury of, interacting with the fans. Sometimes you're just here, there, and you want to be remembered that first time they see you. You don't want the guy or the female fan going, oh yeah, that one guy, and try to, the one guy with the perm, Sam Beale. Yes, Sam Beale. Yeah. So
now is it a perm? Is it a mullet? What are you going with?
The best of both worlds.
The best
of perm mullet. It's so you got the shaved sides where you got the party out back.
Right.
You got it all nice and short up front because the business up there.
Right.
Then you got the curls, baby, and the curls are always gonna strike the girls everywhere around.
Right. So see, if he was working at Ford's, looking at you straight on, all business, and then you turn around, it's party time.
Go around back, and there's the party.
Right. You're made to work at the boatyard.
Yeah.
So we have you renting docks, and then okay, we rent you a dock. All right, let's go party. Turn around and man, let's get on that boat and go party, ladies. Look at my wrestling trunks.
You always trying to put our guests to work.
What's that?
You're always trying to put our guests to work.
Free labor. That's what I'm trying to do.
Free labor.
Free labor. So now, how long? When did you start at CK's place? Was it 2016 or was it after?
So CK didn't open his school until I think it was like the year 2019.
Okay.
September of that year. So I didn't join there right away. Like I said, there was a couple years in there where I was like, I didn't really wasn't very productive, like I said. But I joined I think it was like 2020, almost like the beginning of the summer of 2020. So I've been with CK since I started though, because he was my first original trainer back in 2016. He trained me up until like I had my first match and things like that. And then he was kind of still there in my ear a little bit. And then him in the school that I was going to had a little bit of a falling out. So we lost touch there, but then we kind of would chit chat here and there. And then he opened his own school, and that's when I joined his and been rolling ever since.
Right. Now, if someone wanted to get in touch with you to book you like a promoter or whatever, where do they email you or?
Yeah, actually I made a separate email from personal and then to the one that I use for wrestling. It's sambealewrestles@gmail.com.
Okay.
And then I also will take bookings through like a social media DM or like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything like that.
Right. And what's your personal email address?
I forgot actually. I just checked.
Do you have your social security number and your routing number for your bank while you're at it?
Don't worry, we're not going to tell anybody.
Actually, I do.
Hey Gary, what's yours?
Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah.
That's my wife.
Maybe it's like the same as mine. We can share.
We'll share after we're off the air. You go first.
We're off the air now.
Yeah.
So, now, what? Gary, are there any more comments or something?
Oh yeah, we got comments. We got Nichelle Evans. Rhino, you look great at ringside last Impact show that she watched. Any chance you're going to make another title run?
Who knows? You know, you got the X Division, you got the TNA World Title, you got the tag titles. You know, so.
Have you ever been X Division champ or?
No, I was the TNA NWA World Champion. So, yeah.
So not the X Division champion, then that's the one I care about.
No, right.
Travis Raymond said he can't wait for the show. May 20th, Big Daddy's Boatyard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think his name's Eins Kindler.
Yeah.
Rhino.
Yes.
So
gotcha.
Get your German right.
Yeah, I'm learning German on the podcast. This is
a very
awesome.
educational program as well. We don't just do wrestling. You know, we try to broaden horizons and help everyone. So
exactly.
And Jimmy Rothman says he has hair like me, so I have to hate. And Jimmy Rothman's right. His hair is just as bad as mine.
A wise man once told
he's younger.
They hate us if they ain't us. So it makes sense.
Right.
Jimmy, just shave it, man. Bald is beautiful.
Shave that hair, but ask my sister first before you do that, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
That's my sister's boyfriend.
So
he's a big fan of Rhino. Loves Sam, so he's a big wrestling fan. He's actually got like a virtual wrestling show that he does. It's kind of neat. You're actually in it, Terry. I'll tag you next time he pops it up.
Nice.
So you can check it out. So you can virtually get wins too. I don't know if that helps your days.
Yeah, hopefully it'll help me in the whole Hall of Fame thing. You know.
Oh, you're a shoo-in.
If this virtual reality, if they count that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
right.
So what's your goal, Sam? I mean, I know you just kind of started out. You got your foot in the door at Impact. What kind of goals have you set for yourself?
So some kind of minor goals right now that I've focused on for kind of the rest of the year is I would like to travel via plane, like get a paid flight to go somewhere to wrestle.
We can fly you to Detroit from Toledo.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it'd be worth it, right?
Right.
But yeah, bigger goals. I want to wrestle in all 50 states, internationally. I think the main two, like, though, that I like would say for myself personally that I would have a successful career would be to to get a contract and be able to support my family for with just wrestling, and then also to leave some sort of legacy where that somebody else thinks it is important to make a documentary about me. I think those are the two main goals where I would say that my career was very successful when it's all said and done.
That's pretty cool. I mean, taking care of your family, I'm sure, is important on your list there. And
Yeah.
You also talked about leaving a legacy. Your grandfather is the great Raleigh Bill, correct?
Yeah, he is. He's the Raleigh Beale from USAC Racing. I think that's what he's in the Hall of Fame for. Yeah.
Yeah, is NASCAR Hall of Fame, correct? Or
no, I don't think he ever got to NASCAR. He was close to doing the Indy 500, but he never got to NASCAR.
So fame runs in your family.
Yeah, actually, my dad followed in his footsteps too. He was a racer for a little bit. He won the 2002 Sprints on Dirt championship. So, yeah.
You didn't want to follow and be a race car driver?
Yeah, racing's not for me. I'm more I'm more of the for the fun sports.
You got too good a hair to be a race car driver, anyway.
I'm saying the helmet would ruin my.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that at all. You put a helmet on that hair, women are pulling up their panties. You don't want that.
I just don't want to climb in out of a car.
When you got curls like that, panties drop.
Hey, I see no lies here. I see no lies.
Right.
Let's do us all a favor, Rhino, and don't stand up.
Okay. Is my panties drop? Right. Not that I've ever worn them.
Hey, we got a question for Sam. Patrick Mendez wants to know, how many belts have you won? Have you won any belts so far?
Oh, sorry about the ding. I'm using my computer and my phone is connected. I have actually won a total of 3 championships, singles. I hold two titles. One is the Ruthless Pro Wrestling Championship in Toledo, Ohio, and then the Legacy Championship for Eclipse Wrestling in Altoona, Pennsylvania, is where they're based out of. I also won another singles title back. It was an older Toledo promotion. But I also have won 3 different tag team championships with my tag team partner. Ace Miles was his name, but he now goes by a different name. Sherman Walker. We hold the LPW tag team titles currently. They're actually having their next show in Fremont, Ohio this Saturday, May 8th. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I've had, so I guess total of 6 different championships.
And you currently two championships right now you're defending, or?
Yeah, 2 that I'm defending.
How many championships are you defending right now, Rhino?
None.
Oh.
Thanks for bringing that up, Gary.
Me and you, 0. The real deal, Sammy Beale's got 2.
Right. Hey, this is a show of champions. Our guests are champions.
We are true champions in the word.
Right.
That's right.
Michelle wants to know how much you bench, Rhino.
How much I bench?
Yeah.
Show the guns.
Yeah, show the guns. Come on.
I gotta
He's taking the shirt off.
Should I play some music? I feel like I should play some music or something.
If we're going to guns show, we got.
There it is. There. He's got more definition. We should just put long shirts on now.
Our skin's a lot older.
I'll put my jacket back on. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
just cover up.
Now, obviously you train and stuff like that. How many days a week do you train? What's your nutrition like and stuff? And explain. I mean, because it's very important. To train and stretch and.
So, actually, like nutrition and fitness has kind of became like a very big priority in my life for wrestling at the beginning, but now it's just a part of my life where I can't live a day without it. When I was starting wrestling, I was upwards of like 300 pounds around there. I used to be a D-line, O-lineman in football, and I was huge. But obviously joining wrestling, it's a very aesthetically like driven business. So I decided to take it upon myself to get into shape. And I'm now currently weighing around the 205. It fluctuates back and forth. But I take my my nutrition very seriously. I do a lot of meal prepping, and I try different diets to see which one's like the best for me personally. But I train more so like in the gym 6 days a week usually, and then like in the ring, I get in there around like three times a week. So I'm constantly training.
Nice. Now, do you train one body part a week, or do you train?
So how I do it, how I broke it down for me is I like to do cardio every day because cardio is really huge and just makes me feel good. So, yeah.
Loser.
But I start off my weeks with back and biceps, then I go chest, then I do legs, then I'll do arms, and then I'll do shoulders. And then like my last day that if I get to it, like is almost like a makeup day if I have to skip one during the week, or it's just like a one exercise from all of my body parts to rock and roll.
Right.
Patrick Mendez wants to let you know that documentary is fine as long as it's not on the dark side of the ring.
That's true.
Have you watched any of that?
I actually have. It was last COVID, or when COVID first started. My dad, who actually introduced it to me, he's like, I've been recording and watching these, and he's never been a big wrestling fan. The only thing he knows about wrestling is anything that I've ever told him or whatever. But he started watching those, and he actually got me hooked on them. And the one night I think it was like last May or June, I just sat down and watched like all of them. They're pretty cool, pretty interesting.
Yeah,
the new season's out now, right? Or is it coming up? Yeah, I want to see that new season.
Yeah, they just did one. I think they just had one episode so far.
I think it's put together very well, and it's thought out, and I think it's really good because it's very interesting, and unfortunately, in any line of work, you're going to have success stories, you're going to have traumatic stories, you're going to have so many different stories, and even in the big three, I'm sure, Gary, you've seen a lot of people make bad life decisions, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's living a lifestyle where it's just destructive, but being wrestlers, you're in front of the public, and so it's just they want to see that more because either they can learn off of it or what. But I think it's a story that needs to be told, and I think they tell it in a good way. So.
Yeah, I think it's done really well. The production's really well. I mean, the insights. It's not done like shop, like a trash magazine or something. It's actually done real informatively. Jimmy Roth wants to know, Sam, if you could wrestle anybody from the past, who would you wrestle, and what would your ideal dream match be? Terry's not in the past. Terry's
he's in the present.
Rhino's right now here.
I think that if I had to choose one person from the past, I would say Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because back when me and my brother would watch when I was younger, he would be our idol. So we would watch him nonstop. Everything he did, we would try to reciprocate in real life. It was fun. But ideal, like my dream match, I would say like he's my favorite wrestler today, and when I was watching it when I was in high school, Dolph Ziggler. I think it'd be really fun to square off with him. He's one of my
ultimate
favorite.
heel.
He's the best.
He is. And Dolph, he's so talented too. Yeah, and he's an Ohio boy.
Yeah, that's another thing that's sweet about him.
Yeah, hey, he's from Cleveland.
Hey,
Yeah.
Patty Gibson wants to know how many titles have you collected over the years, Rhino? Do you have a count?
Thousands, Patty. Thousands.
1 million.
No,
There you go, Patty.
there's a lot. I don't know how many, but there's a decent list on like the Wikipedia page. So
Does that answer your question, Patty? Go to Wikipedia, look it up.
well, you're pretty bossy, Gary.
We're all about helping the fans here, right? Go look it up.
Hey Sam, these wait, there he is. These big three workers, these union guys, they're pretty bossy.
Yeah, and I'm a skilled tradesman too, so he's prima donna.
Hey, he knows how to work on a car though, so that's good.
No, well, I pay for that. I don't like getting my hands dirty.
He definitely bosses people around.
We got Ziggler versus Beale, hair versus hair match. Book it.
I mean, I gotta win though. I can't lose.
I was gonna say.
Look at this.
Make sure Alex is in your corner.
I thought the dream match would be the real deal Sam Beale versus Rhino for the IWR Heavyweight Championship of the world.
There it is. There it is. Actually, Gary, would you like to tell them and the fans of IWR how we're having a title made?
Well, we are having a world championship title made by the great Rob Miller from Sci-Fi's Face Off. He should be having that done here pretty soon. Fingers crossed. And we should be able to hopefully unveil it maybe either May 20th or the next show. And I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to get it out there. And I can't wait to see people battle for it.
Right. We'll probably do it.
Hopefully it's a prestigious title,
I bet he's got 2 thumbs and a mullet who's going to battle for it.
Right.
Well, you just described half of Ohio, so
hey,
2 thumbs and a mullet.
Well, I love Ohio.
Yeah, I do too. I'm just joking. Ding.
Come on, Sam. A little bit more professionalism.
That's my bad.
Watching from Riverview, would you ever join AEW? I'll give it to both you guys, and I don't know who is two. So, would either one of you guys join AEW? I would. If you're asking me, yes, Zach, I would join AEW tomorrow.
You better answer right, Sam. Remember, I'm in the office at Impact. I'm not in the office at Impact, so I just thought that sounded really cool. Yeah, I'm in the office. Answer correctly.
I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I would wrestle anywhere that gives me the opportunity to wrestle. I just want to get better every time I wrestle and more experience against better everybody,
He sounds like a politician, Gary.
Right? Is that the right answer? Is that the right answer? I don't know.
You know what? I think that was a good answer.
That was a good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
I win.
Yeah, right. Obviously, the cool thing about it is AEW is growing and Impact is growing, and that's the main thing. The talent from AEW and Impact Wrestling, they're out there, they're hungry, and they're trying to grow each brand. So I definitely think, if anybody got an opportunity to work with Impact or AEW, they would be stupid not to take it. So
I wanted to play a little video clip of Sam's promo for us because I think besides his hair and his wrestling skills, one of his best things is his mad mic skills.
Yes, so, we see that.
So let's see this. Ready? Here we go.
I'm rock rocking, Nickleback popping, curls for all the girls. Grade A Jack, the Perminator, Sam Beale is coming to IWR May 20th at the Big Daddy Boatyard. 15% of a Busch Light and a victory. But before that, you can catch me on the Terry and Gary Low Expectation podcast this Thursday, May 6th, as I sit down and talk about how I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. Might even cut my hair and change my name.
That is a hell of a promo.
That is a promo, right? I wanted to get that out there. I mean, Besides
That is
the amazing singing voice.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
it was all right. I was a little scratched up. I just got back from doing some.
You should have had that Busch Light before you sang the song, and maybe it'd have been.
I should.
Right. Now, did you come up with that yourself?
The promo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't know if CK was helping you.
Oh no. I actually we were driving back from a show. I think it was a show up in Michigan. Me and Kenny Urban, and he was just sitting there blobbing his mouth, and I'm like, dude, hang on, let me come up with this promo real quick. And it worked out though, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing, because you learn your character, you learn what you would say and how you would say it and how you deliver it, and that's what's really good about coming up in the independents. Sometimes men and women, they'll sign someplace too early and they try to develop them and they don't really know how to develop, and even though the people that are trying to help them develop want them to bring that personality out, so it's just kind of like crossroads, and you don't know what to do, and they're trying to help you out, and you're thinking you got to do it their way. And so sometimes when you're coming up like that, driving in the car, especially with Kenny Urban, he's very talented. You talk about the wrestling business, you talk about your character, what would be fun and all that stuff. So yeah, that was a good job. So
thank you.
I love the singing. You have a voice like an angel.
Yeah, I thought so too, Gary. Jeez.
Even though it was Nickleback, I mean.
Yeah, the best band there ever was.
Best band ever.
Right.
Oh man.
Gary's still wrapped up with Wham. He likes that group.
Don't you diss George Michael.
Wasn't he the other guy? What's that?
You gotta have faith.
Yeah, right.
All jokes aside, Sam definitely has great ethic and is proving his abilities in and out of the ring. Check him out now while you can, before he gets too big to be on the Terry and Gary's Low Expectations podcast show.
Hey, I'll never be too big for that.
Thank you. We appreciate that. So sometimes I'm just used to people walking out of my life. Gary too. His wife is still.
Hey, Gary, you get back here.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were done.
Oh.
Gary's wife would leave him, but she's like, I've been with him this long.
I hide the keys.
Yeah, she's like, I might as well wait till the life insurance to get up to $1 million before
might as well wait for it and have it all.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be that long. Not working with you.
She's got that old antifreeze. She's gonna start pouring in
slowly.
Yeah, pouring in his drink and stuff. I watch enough Forensic Files.
Oh, I know. If I ever die, I'm gonna make sure I leave a note to have you investigate it.
Right.
Because you watch the HLM.
Everything to look for. Yeah.
That's what she's scared.
That's probably why your hair's falling out, Gary. She's probably poisoning you. A little bit of that old school.
Are you poisoning me?
She's putting air in his shampoo. That's what he's doing.
Okay, that's what she's doing. Yeah.
This shit's been falling out since 1999. I don't know. 2000 party over.
I started growing my hair that year, and you started losing it.
Yeah, that's how old I am. Thanks.
Thanks for reminding us, Sam.
Who booked this kid on the show?
Right.
Hey, Tigers are winning 9-8.
I saw that. We like to see that.
Hey, what about the Mud Hens? Are you a big Mud Hens fan?
I am, yeah. I mean, they're literally 5 minutes away from my house. So, yeah, nice. I'm a big Mud Hens fan. We like to go out there usually. Now that I'm actually able to, I want to go to an opening day here soon. That'll be fun.
Well, no, the opening day was 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, I missed it. I had to do other stuff.
Well, hey, Sam, we'll go to a baseball game.
Sounds
you, Gary, myself, and maybe we'll get CK.
Uncle Rhino.
Oh yeah, CK would like that. He'd have a lot of fun.
Actually, I'm going there tomorrow to look at ticket packages for members at the marina, and I'll go to a couple games myself. So I guess they're not selling season tickets until they figure out what COVID. I might be put it this way, just call their ticket rep, but I'm going to go see tomorrow if I can get a full season, or they might just do it month by month because the COVID rules might change.
Yeah.
So, but definitely they'll let you pick it out for next year, but I'm going to go down there tomorrow and get a bunch of like a ticket package and stuff. So,
yeah, Mud Hens is fun. Have you ever been to the Walleye?
No.
Oh, those games are real fun. Like, do you go to the Red Wings games ever?
A few times. Yeah.
I'm not even a big hockey guy, but the Walleye games, all they do is just fight. So it is awesome.
Yeah. Now, how does it draw pretty well, the walleyes?
They usually, yeah. I'm like, before COVID, when I would go, they would always have like a packed house.
Yeah.
Match on skates.
I know Mud Hens, they draw.
Yeah. They have one of the better ECHL teams. I think they've been to like the playoffs or championships a lot lately.
Right. So now that I'm so close to Toledo,
Patrick, I can't go to the baseball game because I will be streaking at the game. So
right.
One time in Detroit, Patrick, I'm still allowed to go to Toledo.
Yes.
You went streaking in Detroit?
Yeah, you did, Gary. Come on. No.
Me and my boy Blue.
That is awesome.
He's running across. Yeah. You always see that in Europe. There's always a European running across a soccer field butt naked, carrying their flag. Gary's carrying a Polish flag, running across butt naked.
And I'm not even Polish.
Right.
Nice.
I don't know. That was the first nation I could think of. The Hungarian flag. He's carrying a Hungarian flag running across. So, butt naked.
All right, Sam, we're gonna end this show because Rhino's making fun of me. It's not. I'm pretty emotional.
Right.
Someone brought up streaking, and Gary's like, "All right,
we're not supposed to talk about that stuff." Oh, yeah, there you go. That's out.
We knew it.
Who needs enemy when you have friends like that?
Hey, that's the things legends are made of, right there.
Right. I think we all go there. The whole IWR roster. I'll buy the tickets. I'll be like, okay, guys, let's go. And then everybody goes and I'll just stay there.
Yes, you would.
You ever watch the movie Kingpin?
Yeah.
With Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Where they're in the car and he's like, it looks like we got to get out and face the music after they were, the bowling and when he lost his hand. And then as Woody Harrelson gets out of the car, he closes his door and he's like, well, someone's got to face the music. And it's not me. That's how I would be. All right, guys, let's go streaking. Okay.
I'll get that banner up there before we close out and get the IWR show talked about real quick because we got to end this. IWR May 20th. Tickets are on sale now at www.purplepass.com/IWR4. Front row is sold out. There's a few remaining second row seats. You can also get them at our house games here in Monroe, Michigan. You'll have to Google the address. I don't have it on me, but it's on Monroe Street across the Michigan Bar. They also have some select second row area seats available, VIPs available, and general admissions available also for $15. That's May 20th. Big Daddy's Boatyard. Rhino will be there facing Larry D. We had a good promo from Rohit too. Rohit and I forget the guy's name. Johnny Bravo. Yeah, he's going to be there.
He knows his name, Beale. Johnny Bravo and Gary, they've got heat, man. They're going back and forth. It's going to end up in a match between those guys.
Blood and guts match.
Yeah.
But yeah,
leaves town match. You'll have to pack up and leave, Gary.
I ain't never gonna leave.
Home. I thought that was your mom or your wife yelling at you.
Make me some meatloaf. But Sam Beale, you're facing who again?
Crash Jackson.
We got Rohit facing the Swingman, Johnny Swinger, Trey, Miguel will be there. MM3, the Bachelor Ben Boone, who was our first guest ever.
Yes.
and I got the rose.
No.
May 20th, get your
Still
tickets.
has it, Sam.
I do.
No.
I press it. If you press it inside like parchment paper,
Yeah.
it saves it real nice. And do this. Anyways,
You put it in a
Surprised
frame
not
too.
hung up there on his wall over there.
that's my boy Barry Sanders.
Right.
Next week's guest, my Barry Sanders jersey, probably. So, what is that? But tune in next week. Terry and Gary's Low Expectations podcast. You can find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, television. Terry and Gary TV on YouTube, where we have our IWR footage as well as our podcast go live every week. Thursdays 4 p.m. Sam Beale, it was awesome having you. I see that hair doing big things.
That's what dreams are made of.
What
Right
dreams
there.
are made. I'm gonna have dreams about the Perminator tonight.
Right.
It's a little weird, but hey, I mean, I'm all for it.
All right, awesome, guys. That's good seeing you guys. We're out of here. See you guys next week, 4 p.m. See you May 20th, Big Daddy's Boatyard.
See ya.